Undisputed.
Happy Tuesday morning, everybody. We're glad you're with us. Welcome into Undisputed. I'm Jen Hale here with Skip Bayless and Shannon Sharp. Good morning, gentlemen.
Good morning, Jen.
So, Cowboys open camp today, and the season then will end right here on Fox with the Super Bowl. So, I was just connecting the dots.
The season will end on Fox. Unfortunately, your season will end a couple of weeks before that.
Well, maybe 2 weeks.
No.
Before that, I'll take a couple. Actually,
I promise you,
I would be very happy with a couple of weeks.
More like a month.
Yeah,
might end in the regular season.
Next.
I am here for all the debates that I know are coming about this NFL season coming up. Guys, the drama beginning already. Let's start this morning in Phoenix. Kyler Murray's contract has become official, and the deal mandates he must complete at least 4 hours of, quote, independent study during each week of this season. Now, the contract defines independent study as things that include the study of, quote, the material provided to him by the club in order to prepare for the club's next upcoming game. I have never heard of a clause like this in a quarterback's contract. Shannon, what is your reaction?
Skip, when I first saw this on Twitter, I'm like, this got to be a joke. This is some stuff that's not real. So I was like, okay, let me reach out to a couple of prominent football legends. Mm-hmm. And I reached out. I said, is this real? They're like, Sharp, it's real. I was like, have you ever heard? They're like, no, I've never heard of this. And I would not allow someone to put this in my client's contract. Skip, this is embarrassing. For lack of a better word, this is a GD shame that they just gave a man $230 million and they got to stipulate that you take your ass home and study outside of the facility. That's what they just, Skip, this is why the hesitancy to give him this kind of money.
Yes.
And this is why the quarterback handicaps a team. You know this man ain't studying. This is why we keep blaming the offensive line. Maybe it's not the offensive line fault. Maybe it's not, he don't know what the hell he's doing. So basically, Kyler Murray is just doing what he has to do at work. He's watching tape at work. And when he goes home, guys, I don't know if he knew this, but they got in these tablets that you take home, they know if you're studying or you just cut it on and let it run. Kyler, you thought you was slick. Kyler thought he was slick. He would just get away, take it home, put it on, turn it on, and let it go. Skip, I got it from a very, very good source that said years ago, a couple of years when he first got into the league, he had these kinds of study habits, that he kind of carried in a way that he was holier than thou, and that he was above everyone else, and he was unwilling to listen to anyone else. I said, but you know what, man, man, this man's a rookie. He can change. I don't want to put that out there on this man just yet. Yep. Let's give him a couple of years. Sharp, he ain't changed. You heard what Larry Fitzgerald said in a tweet. Skip, now I want people to understand, this is not something that we're putting out here, because he said in an article that I was blessed with cognitive skill to just go out there and see it before it's happened. Yep. I'm not one of those guys that's going to sit here and kill myself watching film. Yeah. That's what the greats do. That might explain why you keep faltering. They get a bead on you halfway through the season, and you never come up out of it. Good. That might be it, Kyler.
Good point.
Ding, 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 ding.
Yep.
This is a damn shame. I'm embarrassed. I'm embarrassed for Kyler Murray. Bro, that's out there. That ain't going away. That's something you're never going to be able to overcome. They had to stipulate in the contract. Normally, Skip, it's well, we all have stuff in our contract. We have a moral clause in our contract. But Fox ain't got Shannon's damn contract. Shannon, we need you to prep for the show outside of the show. Why would they do that? That's your job.
You were born prepping. Trust me.
Sometimes I was prepping too much. I had too much information. I felt like I was CeeLo Green when he said he was going crazy. Not that he didn't know enough. He knew too much.
I got you.
Skip, this is embarrassing. That they put a clause in, and for all the world to see, try to sneak it in as an addendum. But see, it's got to go through the union. So even if it is as an addendum, you're still going to get an opportunity to see it. Because people couldn't believe it. And you knew they was going to leak it. Because they had never, ever seen anything like this before. You've got to do 4 hours of study. Just 4? For $200 million, you should have said he had to do 14. How much tape you think Peyton Manning and Tom Brady and a Russell Wilson and an Aaron Rodgers and a Patrick Mahomes and the greats of the great? Man, Skip, before they had the tablets, John Elway used to have a laundry bag with tapes thrown over his shoulder on a Monday going home. I've seen other quarterbacks have laundry bags of tapes going home. Kyler Murray go home to chill, do whatever he does, but not prep for the game. I've never seen anything like this. I've talked to several prominent agents. If I were to name them, you know who they were. They had never heard of it. And this is embarrassing. This is, Kyler Murray, you ought to be ashamed of yourself. But Arizona, you only have yourself to blame. Because I guess he handicapped them, Skip, because he is a quarterback, and you got to play him well. If we don't pay him, where else are we going to find someone comparable? But I tell you what we can do. We can put these stipulations in his contract that says you got to do X, Y, and Z. Basically, bro, don't take your ass home and play video games. Study the game. You're a professional athlete. Kyler Murray still think he in college, think he in high school, that he can go home and play with the rest of his home. Bro, you different. You been left your homeboys behind. You different. Bro, they gave you $230 million, and I've got to stipulate that you got to study. Man, I've been to county fairs, I've watched National Geographic, and I was in 4-H, and I ain't never heard of no bleep like this. That they put a clause that you got to study. Skip, I would think somebody give me a check for $105 million, $230 million. You ain't got to tell me to study. I'm coming to that thing like a Harvard professor. I got tapes, notes. I'm on my iPad. Shannon, pay attention. I'm studying this play. They coming out with a bomb blitz on this down the distance right here. This is embarrassing, Skip. This is.
I mean, you played tight end and you studied your tail.
Yes. Yes.
Tail off.
Because Skip, you got to, because I needed to know. John needed to know that I saw exactly what he saw on down and distance, area of the field, time of the game. I needed to know. We talk about that play that Gronk and Brady had at the beginning of the year when they went to a Navajo stretch. They put DeMarcus Lawrence on Gronk. Gronk faked like he was going to block. D-Law paused for just a second. He snuck up inside. Gronk needed to have studied that on tape to see when they give him this defense in this area of the field, this is what Brady was expecting. I needed to know that. Or John's going to get a helmet up on his chin, or he's going to get hit in the back of the head, and that's my fault because I didn't study.
If memory serves, you knew everybody's assignment on every play.
I did. Because guys coming in, Skip, I felt that was my job. I'm the older guy. Guys coming in, they panic, first time playing. Man, hey, you're the Z on this. You're the Z on this.